Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Welcome to my next reaction to Tales from the Crypt. It's probably only been a couple of weeks for you guys, but for me it's been about a month since I watched any of this show. Yeah, I think it's about 3 to 4 weeks since I last managed to record a reaction to this, so I'm really looking forward to getting back into it. I don't really know why I keep taking breaks, but what I tend to do with like anthology stuff is I record a few at once and then I'll take a break. I'll record a few at once and then I'll take a break. And I don't know why I do that. I don't know. I just feel like I'm talking nonsense today. What was the last episode that we watched? The last one? So it wasn't the Patricia Arquette one. Was it the dummy? Yeah, I think the last episode that we watched was the ventriloquist dummy one with Bobcat Goldthwait. And that was a weird episode. Like, the first half, I don't remember loving particularly. I thought it was quite slow. But for me, the episode really kind of kicked off towards the end when the dummy, or the truth behind what was behind the dummy was revealed. And the gore, the weird slapstick comedy, the creature, the practical effects. I thought the last half was really good. So I'm excited to see what the rest of the series brings. This episode is called Judy, You're Not Yourself Today. So, from that title, what I imagine is there's a character called Judy, and she's not herself today. Maybe she's not feeling well, and it's some sort of weird supernatural illness. Maybe she's turning into a monster. It could be anything. With this show in particular, like the titles, other than when it's like the ventriloquist dummy, it's about a dummy. But even then, it was like a twin brother that was like masquerading as a dummy. The titles don't tend to give a lot away most of the time. There is a lot of weird titles like Four-Sided Triangle, I never would have guessed. And For Crying Out Loud, I never would have had to guess. Oh, that was about a rocker, a manager at a music company who's stealing money, kills his banker, and then starts to lose the plot a little bit. You know, so let's jump into the episode, see what happens. If you enjoy the video and if you're enjoying this series, please let me know down below in the comments what you're thinking and subscribe to the rest of Series 2 of Tales from the Crypt. Let's jump into Series 2, Episode 10? 11. 11. Series 2, Episode 11, Judy, You're Not Yourself Today.
Oh,
Is it a face peel?
Fright fans. I've just been sitting here waiting for my blood pack to harden. My cosmetologist said I was starting to look a little lifeless.
Yeah.
Tonight's poison parable is about a couple who take their appearance very seriously.
Okay.
Needless to say, they're going to end up trying to save face. I call this one Judy, You're Not Yourself Today.
Okay, so they take their appearance very seriously, so maybe they go to extreme measures to look beautiful and become something else.
Donald, my darling, who the devil are you talking
Oh, it's Carol. I saw the name in the credits, but I didn't put two and two together. She's the one from...
No one, dearest, no one at all.
She and Kimmy Schmidt.
Sometimes I swear you're such an odd duck.
I've seen her in something else, but I can't put a finger on it.
Perhaps I am. Only tell me that you still love me, darling.
Darling.
Okay.
Good morning, sir. I'm from the Gun Elimination Legislation Activists for Total International Neutrality.
You want to run that mouthful by me one more time, pal?
Gun Elimination Legislation Activists for Total International Neutrality.
Gelatin.
Gelatin. You're from something called gelatin?
You know, this is why I go door to door.
Quit your blubbering,
I
you
got
big
some literature
baby.
here
It
you might
wasn't
like to
even
see.
loaded, see?
Donald!
You could have shot her.
Oh, wake up, pal. A man has got a constitutional right to hunt with a weapon of his
That's
choice.
enough! I am sure that this fine young man has heard absolutely all the NRA rhetoric he wishes to
What on earth is happening
Oh,
in
where
this
were you during
episode?
Vietnam?
I was 6 years old.
Yeah, likely excuse.
These are wrinkles. And they are caused by stress. And do you know what causes stress?
Living with him, probably.
Having your husband point a gun at your head. That is what causes stress.
Can imagine.
Well, I have no time to argue. I'm already
I like the
late
music,
for
though.
the gun club.
I feel like I should be doing a tango.
Think about lighting a cigarette in this house.
Really, why?
Because.
Because why?
Because the smoke dulls my hair, that's why.
I'm telling you, you better be ready. And this, my dear, is being ready.
You are so attractive when you're angry.
What is happening? I don't understand. I feel like I've fallen into some sort of weird parallel universe.
I'm from Avatar Cosmetics. We spoke.
We did?
On the phone.
Cosmetics.
This is,
She likes cosmetics.
How long have you had that problem with your pores?
Oh, she's not gonna like that.
I don't know. Pity. Oh, I'm sorry I disturbed you.
Oh, wait a minute. Oh, what if I was interested in purchasing one of your products?
It's almost like this was all a
for my
setup
pores?
to get her to buy stuff.
We have a very select clientele.
Well, I could pay you in cash and then no one else would know.
Exactly.
I especially like that sparkly one.
Oh, yes. You know, women with taste usually do.
Thank you. It's very beautiful.
Here.
You don't mind?
Oh, go ahead.
Is it cursed?
That's nothing for an old bag like me.
Has it got powers?
You know, as I said before, you really are quite beautiful.
Okay.
Great
Sure.
ass, honey. I'll like it even better when it's
It's like a body swap. I have no words for this episode. Okay, so is that Judy?
Yeah. Where's my wife?
Donald, don't. It's me, it's Judy.
Not even close. Now, where the fuck is my wife?
I am your wife.
Yeah, it's like the amulet
We were
things
married
swapped
right
them.
from 1979. Donald, my body was stolen.
I mean, you've already had this sort of body swap in
Just
this
stand
season
right
with
there.
the Switch. This is a different thing.
Yeah.
You and Judy have a fight today.
No, why?
Because she just threw back 3 gin and tonics, and when I sat down next to her, she told me to go to hell like she knew the way.
Where are we going?
Just get your coat.
Okay. Oh, do you think these look good together? Donald, what?
Oh,
Let me out.
don't shoot her. No. But she looks good. Not gonna lie. Wish I had that kind of necklace. I'd be like, Chris Hemsworth, let's try this on. See, I think he's more attracted to her now. Because like before, she was also kind of guarded, I suppose, and not trying to, in his eyes, be attractive. But now she's all like, booby.
Judy, you've got to face up to it. The cancer is spreading.
Oh.
What are you talking about? What are you talking about?
You know there's no hope for remission.
Oh.
It's just a matter of time.
Trying to trick her.
Don't spend your last few weeks without me.
Okay. Are they swapping back now? Okay. So it looks like she's back in her own body.
It's not over with yet. Come on.
But I was going to say, the episode can't be over that quickly. That was all wrapped up a bit too quickly, too nicely.
You let me out.
She heard that.
Not so tough now, is she?
What a useless man.
What a rush! Blam, blam, blam! Ah, I blew her away. I fucking blew her away. Blam, 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 blam!
This is what scares me.
Bam!
People like this who love guns that much. What do you get that rush as well?
And
It's not gonna stop at that.
I feel so alive.
I feel so alive.
Watching you like this. I feel so...
Horny.
I feel so helpless. And yet so...
So could they not maybe take the This is what we're going to do. Oh no. They take the amulets and see if they can find a way they can use the power just for fun.
It's so beautiful, Donald. Do we have to keep it locked up in here?
Well, where would you like to keep it? Under your pillow? I mean, we shouldn't even have it here. I tried melting it. I tried crushing it.
You know, somewhere we could look at it all the time.
You've got a witch buried in your basement. Get a grip on reality.
So that exciting moment of all the things that happened and how close they got didn't last long, kind of as expected. 3 months later. Sounded like she was having a great time, but I think she was meant to be having a nightmare. But that noise was
I've been thinking maybe I'd dig her up.
In the middle of the night?
kind of want his pajamas though, I'm not going to lie. What's happening?
Thought that maybe it'd help those nightmares if we buried her someplace else.
Oh! Bah! Is she actually alive? Oh?
Judy?
It's not Judy.
Donald, help me!
That's Judy.
Kill her! Donald, it's Dick! Kill her! No, Donald, she switched bodies again. It's me!
Pull the jag around front and wait for me. This could get messy.
Which one's the real one? I don't...
Judy.
Yes, honey.
Shoot her.
We don't have a jag,
Oh!
honey.
Let me see you pull that quick changer one more time.
Donald, be careful. I lose easily.
What?
Well, this is the thing, like... Obviously, she switched back. But they wouldn't have switched back if she didn't put the amulet thing on. Oh, God. Uh-oh. That's not good. And like, why would you put that on if you know the only thing that's going to come of that is you switch your body into essentially a zombie?
Your wish is my command.
Now she can switch back because then she'll be alive in the zombie-ish body. And Judy will be in the one that's just been shot.
Judy?
This episode was weird. So is the witch dead now? Did she just magically disappear away?
Oh, Donald.
I'm confused.
Hang on, honey.
Bye, Judy. What is this episode?
Why can't it be so? Yeah.
No, it can't be so.
So, James Bond.
What?
I've been a naughty boy.
Is this just to signify him going kind of like crazy because of everything that's happened? Because that makes more sense than he's just a weirdo.
Diamonds are a girl's best friend. You'll be glad to know that that witch gave up door-to-door sales and joined the Peace Corps. He was only trying to give his marriage a shot in the arm, and in the leg, and in the head.
So, that episode happened. I don't really know what to make of that episode. It was very unique, which I know Tales from the Crypt tends to do a lot of, and it's really good. So it kind of gave me vibes of the collection completed, where there was these characters, particularly like the woman in that episode, was just odd. And these storylines just felt like you'd stepped into some sort of like weird other realm and think people just acting really unhuman-like at times and just really zany. And so I will give it credit, actually. There was a lot of fun stuff here. The music choices, it was like weird, like samba dancing all the way through. Carol Kane's always great. The woman who played the witch was good, really good. I've seen her in stuff before. Can't put my finger on what, but I'm 99.9% sure I've seen the actress in a few things. And the husband, as weird as his character was, and as much as it was a choice, an unusual choice to play him that way, although the script was obviously a huge part of it, was good in terms of they all fit in with the theme and the vibe, the atmosphere of what was going on. It all worked because it was all weird. And like Carol Kane, I've seen her in a few things. She is that kind of oddball actress that's just a bit kind of over the top and a bit crazy, and she worked really well for that. So the acting was all really good. I just don't know how I feel about it because it was so odd, and I wasn't expecting it. I think because a lot of this season have been pretty straight-laced in a, here's a love story. One person gets killed, they turn into a zombie. Or such a body switches body with someone. I know it sounds weird because they're all sci-fi, horror-y adjacent at times. But you know what I mean with this episode, that everything was just... I feel like I'm going to say the word odd too much in my little review thing here. But I can't think of a better way to describe it. But I don't want that to sound like I don't like the episode because I really enjoyed it. I enjoyed the storyline that essentially there was this woman who was so careful about her looks, which I felt like they didn't need this storyline because the Crypt Keeper introduced the story as someone who's obsessed with her looks. And while I understand that is how she kind of got, because she was worried about her looks, that's what led her to lead the witch into the house, or let her in. I don't feel that was necessary. I feel like that she could have just been someone who was just seduced by the salesperson, and that salesperson turned out to be a witch. So describing it as a story about people obsessed with looks, I don't feel like it was necessary. Although I get it from the husband's point of view, he was very shallow, maybe not the right word, because he was still with the wife, but he was more attracted to her when she was a bit more like long, flowy hair, tight dresses, you know, when the witch had taken over. So I enjoyed the storyline. The witch came in, kind of manipulated her way into the house, and once she put the amulet on, she could switch bodies. That was cool. And I like the fact that it wasn't just that was the whole episode, and at the end, there's a result. It was like switch and switch and switch a couple of times, and that was fun. And like the first half of the episode, where I was like, this can't be it, when the husband found out what happened, went to confront the witch / his wife's body, and then he played a trick on it and they switched back. That was normally where a story would end, but obviously this was halfway through. There's too much time left for that to be the end of the story. So obviously there was the whole confronted the witch, shooting her, burying the body, and then 3 months down the line, they're still obsessed. This is what confused me a little bit. I liked the twist that they'd switched bodies again. Obviously there was the whole, I'm your wife, no I'm your wife, that was cool. But I don't fully understand why Judy would put the amulet on, knowing that the only thing that's going to come of that is she can switch her bodies with a zombie, or a dead person, or a dead witch. Like, if she had both amulets, I would understand she could put that amulet on someone else that she finds more attractive, switch into that body, and now she is like a model or whatever. In her eyes, that's a better option, that kind of thing. That's what I would do. If I had that amulet, like I say, I'd find Chris Hemsworth, I'd find Chris Evans, I would find Zac Efron, someone like that, and just be like, will you just put this on for a second for me? Jared Padalecki, ooh. Yeah, I'd just be like that. So I could totally understand why she would want to put the amulet on to use it. But in this context, it was like, it was good for a twist that they'd switch bodies again and the husband didn't know. But I didn't fully understand why she would have done that. So if you know more about the episode than I do, because you've watched it for so many years, let me know if I missed something, because I might have done. But it was really good. It was so wacky. And the colour choices, the music, the acting, the characterisation, the plotline, the whole thing about gelatin. What was the point of that? There was no point. It was just weird. But I like it because it's really memorable. This episode is going to stick in my mind, and when I do my ranking at the end of the season, when I'm looking at the list of the titles to rank them, I'll look at Judy and Not Yourself Today. I'm like, oh yeah, that was that really crazy one where there was a woman and she switched bodies with a witch, and the husband was just wacky, and then a gun salesman or anti-gun salesman came over, and he worked for a company called Gelatin that went nowhere other than to highlight gun issues, because he then killed his wife. There was a lot to digest, and I don't think I've got the brain power right now. I've been at work all day. It's like almost 7 o'clock at night. I'm a little tired. All I can say about the episode was, I've never watched an episode of a TV show for a long time that's made me go, I just feel like I took drugs. What am I watching? Because of the every little choice, like I say, from the acting to the characters to the sets to the music to the plot twists, it was a lot, but it was great. Not gonna lie, I really enjoyed myself. But I'm really intrigued to know what you guys think actually on this one as well. Like, I like hearing what you think in every episode. Not that this series gets a lot of comments particularly, but yeah, if you listen to this reaction or watching this video, let me know down below if you watch this episode what your opinion is of it. Because I wanted to know, it's either going to be like one that people love, I think, and that everyone thinks is like the best one of the season, or I think it could be one that's quite divisive and there's like lovers and haters. So yeah, let me know what you think down below. Hope you enjoyed the video, guys. As always, my name is Scott. Hope you guys are well, taking care of yourselves and staying safe. Like I say, if you enjoyed the video, let me know down below what your thoughts are on the video and the reaction. Thanks for watching, take care of yourselves, and I'll see you all very soon for the next episode of Tales from the Crypt Season 2. Bye guys.